Greetings, modelers. How's everyone doing? So I haven't been on the channel lately, arguably too long, but I have not forgotten about my refit project, never fear. However, I've been doing a little bit of remodeling in here. That includes painting and carpeting. And it's taking longer than I thought it would because it's hard and stuff. As you can see, I've got a new color over here and carpet being laid over here and all my junk over there, and yeah, it's a big mess. So I figured that while we were waiting for me to continue on the refit and do something new, I would post a slideshow / video of my 537 refit that I did about 3 years ago. Boyd of Trekworks was doing a spring build, and we had like 30 days or 60 days or some nonsense to do a model, and I thought, well, I'll pick the 537. How hard can it be? As it turns out, it's really hard. So I built part of one. I was going to fill in all of the tiles and paint on the Aztecs and all this stuff, and it was starting to come out real nice. I had it all lit and it was looking good, and I had glued in the pylons and glued on the saucer. And then when I went to glue on the nacelles, they were way too close together, and then I realized that the pylons have to really be carefully installed so that they're not in the wrong spot. And when I tried to fix it, it broke the model, so I scrapped it and started over. That one was a Star Trek 6 version, and I ordered a Star Trek 4 version on eBay, and I started all over. I even made a new build thread on Sci-Fi Model Action and said, we're starting over. And on that one, I was very careful how I built the pylons, making sure they were absolutely straight, and made sure the saucer was absolutely straight. The thing is as straight as a 537 can possibly be. I also had Jerry at HTA Model Works make a set of Aztec decals for it rather than painting them on, because while it looked pretty good, it was really hard to get a really good paint job and also fill in all the brickwork. I decided I wanted a good 3-footer so that it looked good from 3 feet away, but if you really studied it up close, it would fall apart. Well, it actually turned out better than I expected, and I'm very, very, very happy with it. In fact, it's up on that shelf right there. So that turned out pretty good and pretty straight. So if anyone's ever thinking about building one, well, follow my lead on it and it'll turn out at least okay. So hang on a second, I'll give you a close-up view of it. So here's the 537 in all her glory. I did an incredibly simple lighting job on it. All I did was Tenna Controls nav strobe flasher and regular LEDs, green and red for the marker lights, lighthouses for the other white marker lights, and then LED tape for the lighting, and a blue LED for the deflector. I used the Dawn's Light and Magic add-on parts, including a replacement bridge, the replacement lower sensor dome, the replacement Deflector Dish housing and Deflector Dish, the replacement photon torpedoes, and a few other odds and ends, Bassard collectors, stuff like that. He had a kit that was like $40 that included all that. I did get the Deflector Dish done in clear resin rather than blue. To me, it never looks right if it's done in blue. I always have to make sure it's clear and then light it blue. But as you can see, it turned out pretty decent, and I tried to have Jerry do the Aztec decals extremely subtly. On the front, they actually turned out a little too subtle, so I had them darken them up just a little bit for sale, and then the rear ones, they got a little too dark, so he lightened those up before he put them on sale. So these are actually for sale. The Aztec decals and the marking decals are all for sale on HTAModelworks.com. So I highly recommend the set. It really made this thing spring to life big time. It actually looks fairly decent. So Now that you've seen it, I will put together a little slideshow of the build. The first half will show, you know, my failure, and then the second half will be my success. So I hope you guys all enjoy it. Let me know what you think in the comments. And I will be back with the refit, the 350 refit rather, as soon as possible. So take care out there and have fun building.